Myrmonden here, and a review of Glory Line, episode 24, season 4, right? Yeah, season 4. I was like, season 4, yeah, of Yowamushi Pedal. It was a great episode, yeah. It was one of the best episodes this season. And that is, I don't want to be negative, but that definitely, in my opinion, though, says a lot, alright. Because, I mean, I'm like, yes, it's best Senpai, this is a cool race, they're both great characters. I really feel that, I mean, great episode, but it kind of push a wet blanket over the whole season, right? Maybe because I've been saying it since last season, but you know how much I hate Isa, right? Like that's the worst character in the whole anime, and so on. And it's like it was better before. Honestly, that's my takeaway for this episode. I'm like, great episode, and I really wish season 3 and 4 and so on were a spin-off anime about the other senpais doing grown-up racing, pro racing, right, or something, instead of following these guys. I think one issue, though, of the episode, sorry, I don't much more again, but is that Teshima has been a very, very big failure, right? And I actually liked Teshima and Ogi before season 3 started, and they were going to have their revenge since Unada beat them in. So I was like, yes, I want to see that, but then they've been very, very failed, and Koga was a way better senpai. Koga was a great character, and they just blew him off, right? Over Isa, that made no sense whatsoever. I think that was a bad thing. So yeah, like this episode is awesome. Like this episode was really fun. Like because this episode has what you want, right? It has the rivalry, for that matter. That is something they've been doing with Isa and Dubashi, those. That I'll give them, though. They haven't given them that. But Teshima, for example, he was fighting Manami there, but it didn't feel real right, because Manami is already, of course, a rival with Onoda. As you see this episode again, right? He's like, I'm gonna fight him, it's gonna be the last day, it's gonna be this race as well. So I think that reminds me, this episode is really good in one big way, because of them, this like really cool, really nice feeling rivalry between these two climbers, and that is something that Aogi has no rival, right? Teshima again is kind of like, you know, not really his rival, Isa, they start to get him a rival, though. So that's pretty good. Isa has getting a rival. I like that. But the other two guys, it's more like they're fighting themselves in a way. Especially Persona 1. It doesn't really feel as, you know, yeah. So one, remember again, they had like Kinyu versus Fuku. They had that kind of going for them, right? They all had their enemies pretty much. And of course, Imasumi is fighting Miyoshi, as we saw in the last episode, right? Which he lost again. He usually loses against him, but he has that rivalry going for him, right? A rivalry. But yeah, I think that's a big point of the episode here. Like, great rival thing. Because there are different kinds of rivals you can be with in anime. You can have, you know, your death lethal rival, you can have this kind of friendly rival, you can have the kind of brotherly twin rival. You can have this kind of rivalry where he's like very, very lovable, and he's like, you do it today, I'm calling you Nelly. It's kind of like yaoi, right? Where he's like, he's really in this bromance. He's really into him. He's really into his rival, right? He's like a little too much into his rival. And they keep doing it, it's like, yeah, bro, we're back again. So they have very like a bromance rivalry, and that is very sweet, right? So on. And they're also very impactful. So yeah, great episode of all that. And all the Manami, also the Manami part on the side there in the ending was also pretty good there. And Toru's like, I see your eyes, you're still a fighter, and that was good. And of course the whole Uruda part, where he's like almost like he's getting, yeah, that also one thing that this episode is very reminiscent of, right? It's very much season 1 to it, because Uruda is back to being a kid, and he's like, yeah, senpai, please, get body. He's back to that thing, right? And that to me is very enjoyable. I wanted Uruda back, right? It's kind of silly of me that he's like, it was kind of fun in season 3, but also it's silly. He's like the greatest climber ever suddenly, and respect him, he's afraid and so on. But so it doesn't really feel authentic. He's afraid of his kohais. And I think it's kind of like, you're a senpai now. I'm a senpai! It was kind of funny, but also a bit irritating, because Unoda doesn't work very well in that situation. He is clearly, of course, still very much this young kid looking up to his idol kind of, yeah, so he needs that kind of, you know, big senpai, best senpai, right? He needs Makishima, the senpai of his dreams, right? So that works so much better for his character, having senpai there. So again, that felt very much season 1 and 2, especially 1, and that's great. That was really fun and so on. So and also, of course, the whole, he's like, yes, it's like, I believe in you. And you give him the kind of like, yeah, you can do it, kid. It's like, you're being so yeah, that felt really well. That felt really good. So it was very much like a throwback to season 1, yeah. Throwback to the better, you know, good old days. Really so, like, yeah, because it also makes it feel better, because, you know, like, Makishima is like, he's a typical, like, you know, yeah, you can do it, kid. I have believe in you. Like, I trust you, bro. Like, he has the kind of thing, right, where you see in many other sport anime. The thing, of course, which is a little strong here, it works here because he's just such an idol like him. But sure, only that one last year, so he doesn't really need that much anymore, right? So, it's a little forced, but I let it slide. But yeah, it definitely reminds me when anime was better. That is for sure a feeling I have here. But also, yeah, again, as they had, you know, the victory behind them, it's a little harder to make it feel authentic. I guess so. Anyway, hope that's your review, and I'll see you guys next week for the final episode.